Hello and welcome back to Purus Tech Java tutorial. In this session, we are going to learn about the operators in Java. Let's take a look about the types of operator which normally we use in Java programming. This is the arithmetic operators, which is the summation, minus, division, which you use normally in arithmetic calculations. And relational operators is something like you are assigning, okay, here double equal to it is, okay. Relational operator is something like you are comparing between two values. It's like a is equal to b, a is not equal to b, a is greater than equal to b. So this particular operators, it will give us the output as a boolean value. Okay, so we'll see about this details about these things. Now logical operators is and, this is called and operator, this is or operator, this is not operator. And there are some assignment operators. This is equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to. So like this it goes on. Again we'll see the details in this session only. One more called, these are the miscellaneous operators, which are conditional operator and instance of operator. This bitwise operators works on the each bits of a number. Okay, so anyhow we don't use normally all this bitwise operator in our normal programming language. In some advanced level we use this, so I'm not going to cover this bitwise operator in this session. We are only limited to these operators. Now let's go one by one with arithmetic operators. So as you know, arithmetic operators are the operators which are used for the arithmetic calculation. Now let me create a class. So operator example. So let's use the shortcut for this. So it will give you, just write psvm then space, it will write this public static void main method. Let's take, since this is we are going to see about the arithmetic operators, let's take some integer variables, and on that we'll just play the operator things. Int a equal to 2, int b equal to 5, let's say. Then we'll let's do all these operators on this one. One more the integer variable which will hold the summation of this two variables. Let's say a plus b. Okay, integer, let's say here I'll just summation value, integer subtraction value, a minus b, integer division value, a divided by b, sorry, integer multiplied value, okay. What else is there? Modulo and double plus and double minus. So this is called the increment operators. Let's see how it works. Now we'll go for modulo. So int modulo value, let's divide the b by a. So I'll just explain what is modulo operator here. and increment operator, let's say integer incremented a value plus a, say in decremented value b value minus a. We'll see what this does. So this actually increments the value of a to 1, means it adds just 1 to the value of a, and here also similarly this a will be decremented by 1. Okay, let's do the system.out.println. So here shortcut is SOUT IntelliJ. Just I will write all these values. So I'll just write summation plus summation value. I'll just copy all these things. Okay, just I will write subtraction value is subtraction value. Okay, let's do all this. As you can see, whatever value I'm putting here, this see this summation value. Okay, here what I'm using is modulo value, and here if you see this modulo value is in gray color, that means it is not used as of now. So what it is saying is variable modulo value is never used. So let's put it so it will become black. Again, let's do for this, and the decremented value. Yes. Let's run this program. Okay, here we have got the output. I'll go through one by one. Okay, so summation value is nothing but the sum of these two variable. So 5 plus 2, 7. The subtraction value, since we have subtracted from 2 minus 5, okay, so it will give minus 3. Again, division value. So as you can see, there is 0. Okay, I'll just explain. Now a is nothing but your 2 and b is 5. So here you would be thinking like how this is becoming 0. What happens is, since we are dividing integer to the integer value, Java virtual machine, what it does is it gives you the output as an integer. So the value what you should get is 0.4, right? So that's a float value, or you can say it's a decimal value. Since we have taken this two value as an integer, it is giving the 0 point. So the integer value, like the left part, which is 0, okay, before to the point value, it is giving that value. How do we solve this? We need to cast any of this integer value to double value. So to cast it, let's say I'm casting b value to double. Okay, so here what is happening? Cast to int. So we need to make this as double. Okay, see here. Now let's run it one more time. So now as you can see, the value, output value, it became 0.4. So earlier only this int value was giving. Now it is all together with the decimal value it is coming. Since we casted, so again this is a new funda for in Java, that is casting. Again, that will cover in the next session also. Even in this session, you just get a glimpse of what is casting is. Casting is nothing but you are trying to convert some value to some other value. So in this example, what b is an integer variable. Okay, so we are trying to convert that integer variable to the double value. What is double? Double is nothing but you can hold a decimal value in the system. So once you convert this b value to a double, so this will be converted to 5.0. Now a divided by 5.0, this will give us 1. So earlier here it was integer value, so you cannot keep a double value in the integer value reference. So that is why I just converted that int value to double. Okay, now let's go further. For the multiplied value, anyhow 5 into 10 is 5 into 2 is 10. Modulo value, so I need to explain about this modulo value. Modulo value is nothing but it will give you the remainder of the division value. Let's say what we have done is modulo value is b modulo a. This is called modulo operator. So now what is modulo? Now let's see, when you divide 5 by 2, so 2 into 2 equal to 4. 2 to the 4. So the remaining the integer value is 1, which is here it is giving the output. So modulo is the remainder value of the division. Now incremented value, as I explained, incremented value is nothing but your value is incremented by 1. This refers a equal to a plus 1. Even this also a equal to a minus 1. That is why you are getting the incremented value is a equal to a plus 1. That means 2 was there earlier. Now 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Now this 3 is assigned to a again. So when we are decrementing here, 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So again it is, sorry, here summation it's written. Let's rectify that one. Decremented value. Okay, let's run this again. So here 3 is again decremented by value 1, so which becomes 2. Now let's go further. The operators, relational operators. Okay, let's take example of all this. Double slash is the comment, so this comment line will not taken by compiler. So note that this is comment line. Okay, and so this line will not be taken by the compiler. So Java program will not compile this line. Now double equal to operator. Let's say a double equal to b. So we are asking here boolean out value equal to a double equals b. So what we are trying to achieve here is we are trying to put double equal to operator. So is equal to, what we are saying is a is equal to b, yes or no. That means this will return the true or false. So a means 2 and 5. So let me write it here one more time so that a equal to 2, what we have defined earlier, and e equal to 5. Now let's give this out value. Okay, now let's put for all this for other operators. Not equal value. Here we'll say greater value less than value. Okay, we need to change all these operators here. We need to replace these values here. So next is greater than equal to, less than equal to. Oops. So here this is greater than, less than. Okay, now let's say something is wrong on this. Okay, something has come here, bracket. Okay, let's delete all unnecessary spaces. Now let's run this program. We'll see what is the output. Let's come back here. So out value is a is double equal to b or not. So we are asking whether a value is equal to 5 or not. 2 is equal to 5. No. So that means this will give you the output as false. Just make sure what we are giving output is the first value is this one, then the second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth. Let's see the second one. A is not equal to b. So is 2 not equal to 5? Yes. So it is true. So that means it will give true. Third one, a is greater than b. 2 is not greater than b. That means it will give us false. Next is a is less than b. Yes. So it is true. A is greater than equal to b. No, it should be false. And the last one is a is less than equal to b. Yes, it is less than equal to b. So 2 is less than equal to b. So what is less than equal to? What is the difference between less than equal to and less than? It is comparing. So here let me put it here, 2 and 5 value. Less than is simply just comparing whether 2 is less than or not from 5. But less than equal to, let's say whether 2 is less or 2 is equal to 5. So it will compare both values. Let's say in this case it will compare, it is satisfying. This less than is satisfying, but equal to is not satisfying. But still we have given less than equal to, that is why it is giving true. Now let's say for example we'll just give 5. Still this will give you true value since a is equal to b. Both are having 5 value. So in this case it will give false since 5 is not less than 5. It is equal actually. Okay. Now let's go back here. And or, these are the logical operators. So and or these logical operators work on a boolean values. Let me take some example. Boolean true value equal to true, boolean false value equal to false. Let's say now what I wanted to do, AND operator. So true AND, so it is doing a logical operator. Let's say system dot out of println, I'll just give as out true value. I can write just simply like this, true value and false value. What this should give, AND operator, just let's say AND logical operator or operation value is okay. Now this is AND operator. AND means if both will become true, then only it will give us the output as true. Now let's take example of OR operator and then NOT operator. So let's come back here. The logical operation value, logical AND operation value, we can say the logical OR operation value, and the NOT operation value is, I need to say not of true value. This, let's say, or we need to give okay. So what is OR operator? This is the OR symbol, two pipe symbol. Okay. Now two pipe symbol, what this gives us output is, if any one of the value is true, then it will give us the true value. NOT operator is something like it will reverse the value of the boolean value. Let's say here true value is there for true, so that means it will just reverse the value of true. That means the output should be false. Let's run this program and see. Okay, the AND, okay, here logical AND operation, that's we need to delete. Let's delete this. Logical OR and the NOT operation value is this. Let's run this program again. Logical AND operation value is, so true and true. So if both will be true, then only this will give us the output as true. So here, since one value is false, it is going as false. Now the second one, AND OR operator. If any of these two values will become true, then only the outcome will be true. Okay, since this is true value, this is one of this value is true, this is false, this is true, so the output is getting true here. And the NOT operator, it will just reverse the value of this boolean value, which is reverse of true is false. So here is the value. Now let's go back here and see the conditional operator. So condition, variable x equal to, let's copy this so that I will explain you about this. Now variable is any value we can say. Let's take for example now true, boolean a or boolean output. Expression, let's say, will give 2 is less than 5 is the expression. Expression is nothing but your uh, some conditional things we are checking it here. So that is called expression. So this 2 is less than 5. If it is true, then what we need to give the output? True. Else we'll just do as false. Now let's do a sys out. output value. You can define any value here. Let's say I have given the boolean value, so I'll just explain you about other things also. Let's go and run this program and see what the output. So here 2 is less than 5. Yes, means true. It will give us true value here. So in the final statement you can see true. Now let's take, I wanted to if this expression will become true, then what I want a output of yes. Let's say yes. And if this value is false, then I will say no. Here I need to assign a string variable. So the string variable is, as I told you in the earlier session, this is a sequence of characters. This is a inbuilt object or inbuilt class. So this output will hold the value of this one. So left, see if you see here colon, so whatever is coming left side, if the conditional expression will return true, then the left side it will be assigned, this value will be assigned by like so, you are seeing this colon operator, this left side value will be assigned if the expression is true, and the right side value will be assigned if the expression is false. So here it should say yes output. Okay, let's run it. See, yes is coming. Let's reverse this condition. 5 is less than 2. So this expression is coming as false, right? The output. So that is why the right to the colon, whatever is there, this value will be assigned in this variable. Let's run this program and see one more time. See here, no. Okay, now that covered almost all. Now one is left, instance of operator, instance of, let's see. So instance of operator is used when you are when you are saying, let's say let me take an example. So the class name is operator example. I'll just create an object of operator example, ope equal to new operator examples, ope instance of operator examples. So this is an operator, it will return the boolean value, or we'll say result. Okay, so instance of operator evaluates whether this left side operator, whatever we have given, this is a reference variable, is the object of this class type or not. Okay, so instance of operator evaluates whether this reference variable, or which holds the object of this class, is an object of this particular class or not. Okay, now let me run this. So it should evaluate to true. See here, result of instance is instance of operator. I will just say instance of operator is okay. So let's take some other example. What I will hold is, let's remove this object operator examples. I'll just say object. So object is the super class of your any class. Okay, this again, this is a different concept in Java. All classes, whatever we define, okay, extends one more class called the object class. So that is the super class. Okay, just as of now you remember one thing, any class object can be held by your object reference variable. So I'll just I have just converted here OPE equal to new operator example. Now let me just say OP instance of operator examples. So let me run this. So this should give us the true. Now one more type, I'll just see here, it is true. So when this will become false is, let's check for whether this OP is an instance or object of type rectangle or not. Just I will say rectangle here, and I'll just say I'll run this, whether it is giving false or not, we'll check. Yep, so the result of instance operator is false. Why it is giving false is OPE is not an object of rectangle, it's an object of operator example. This is how the instance of operator works. So in the next session we are going to cover the if conditions, like conditional statements, how to write, and like building the logic of conditional statements, and switch statements also. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next session.